Welcome to Yeshiva Daf. We're holding in Bava Daf Kufalev, Shir sponsor Lui Nishmas. I'm back with Shalom Le'Abbas Yitzchok. Says the Gemara, Ibailu, Yesh Shvach Simonim Ala Tzemer, or Ein Shvach Simonim Ala Tzemer. Meaning, when one goes, takes wool, and he colors it, dyes it, do I see that I see the color, or I do not see the color? What's the Nafkamina? So the Gemara is going to explain. Eichidan, what's exactly the case? You took simonim, which is the different seeds that you use to create the color. V'tekinu, v'tarinu. He went and he grind them and he heated. He put it into, and he turned them around and put it into water. V'tzavabem, then he used the color. Typically, the kanim b'shinu. He's kind of the tzevan shinu. Once he made all these differences, he changed the original state, so he's kanim b'shinu. He stole simonim, they were already prepared. Meaning this dye, this color, was already done, was already prepared, and he used it to color. Is there going to be color? You see the color on the wool. Meaning the owner says, you took my color, look. The color is on the dye that they used is on the wool. Look at the wool, I can see it. Give it back to me. We don't see the color. It's only a vision. It's a color, but it's not actually something. Right now you have nothing by me. So the more right away jumps in this. What do you mean? If you have nothing by you, is it better? What do you mean when you tell somebody you don't have anything by me? What does that mean? You don't have anything by me, so you stole it from me, right? So pay it. So that's what it says. There's no shvach, so if you don't see the color on the wool. Can you tell him I don't have anything? Yeah, please pay back what you stole from me. What does it mean? Says the Gemara, you have to go the other way to say it. Ain't shvach simon gebetzemer. There's no shvach simonim on the wool. Ubai shulubili, and he has to pay him. Why does he have to pay him? He stole. He went and stole simonim, stole color from somebody, and now there's no simonim. You have to pay back. Or maybe the dye is on the wool. Says, sure, take it back. Take it back. He took the Ganav took the red color of his friend, put it on his wall. The guy goes, give me back my Zela. Sure, it's right over here. It's on my wall. Says, well, how am I supposed to take it back? Shakli b'mai, I have to take it back. Shakli b'tzofun. Tzofun is detergent. Tzofun avori me'aper, shovel it up. If I take detergent and I wash the wool, the color will go out. But there will be no giving back. Elos is the one of my skin on. It goes out. So the word says, what does the word try to say? I don't have here any okimto. What's the okimto? You want to know if the paint is considered to be something or not. Might have committed something or not. Because if the paint is something, so then you just don't take it. And if not, you can't take it anyway. So the case is different. He stole from one person two items, wool and paint. And then he used the paint to dye the wool. So Reuben stole from Shimon wool and dye. Comes Shimon to Reuben and says, where's my stuff? He says, right over here. Where? The wool. Where's the color? It's on the wool. I gave you back the wool with your color. Do we say Yeshvach Simonim Gebet Tzemer? There is the Simonim, the Shvach, the Simonim, the color of the Simonim are on the wool. They come out, the Simonim Betzemer, and is returning both. Do we say that? Or deal more Yeshvach Simonim Gebet Tzemer? You don't look at the Shvach. The Tzemer me'ad the Simonim no me'ad the. All you give me back is wool. You're not giving back the color, right? You have to give that back. So says the Gemara. So Says the Gemara, Amre, typically the Eichen Yaleh Bidmei. Someone said, I don't understand. You made it worth more. You had wool. The wool was worth 10. The paint is worth, let's say, 5. Let's assume that all that increased in value is the 5. So right now it's worth 15. I stole 10 and give you back 15. I stole 10 and 5 and give you back 15. So okay, so maybe I'm not giving you back the color, I'm giving you the worth of the color. Maybe even more. So well, it doesn't work because maybe the paint decreased in value. The paint decreased in value, so therefore, if Zal Tziva, that the paint went down in value. So the guy tells him, I don't understand. You stole from me wool, and you stole from me paint. Now, the weight is worth less. Now the paint is worth less. So, I want back my original value. So here the Rishonim have a little bit of a problem. What's the problem? The problem is, the Rishonim, the Acharis speak about Tesis, if it went down in value, so he's giving back again what he stole. Let's say the paint is worth, it was worth 5, now it's worth 2. There's no shinu, right? We want to say it's not going to be shinu. So there's not no shinu. So, right, the color that he took away from him used to be 5, now it's 2. He's giving it back to him. Exactly what he stole. Exactly the value of what he stole. So what's the problem? The wool is 10. The color used to be 5. Now the color is 2. He's giving back 12. So some of the first explain, you have to say, the paint is still worth 5. But a painted wool is not worth 5. It's worth only 2. The wool is worth 10. Paint on its own is worth 5. You can do with it anything else. You can go paint with it wool, you can paint with it your drawers, it has value. But the painted wool, putting the color on the wool makes the paint worth less. So the after is coming telling us, I want my money back, so here, take it back. Whatever I stole, I'll give you back. So if you shvach simonim, whatever I stole, I'll give you back. Hi, now it's worth less. Okay, that's maybe a garmi or a groma. But if I'm not giving you back the wood, the paint, you have to give me the value. The value of paint alone is 5. That's the suffix. That's the meaning first you want to learn. Says the Gemara. People Harif brings it. Okay. Says the Gemara. Another explanation is he colored koifo. What's a koifo? Rashi means 2 explanations. Either he painted a monkey, took a monkey, painted it, or he painted a basket. So what is it? So what's the point? The point is, sorry, that if you painted with these things, don't increase in value when they go from you have a monkey who's colored, or even the basket is colored, doesn't increase in value. So he says, where's my paint? Says the paint is on the monkey. The monkey is not worth more. So if the paint is there, you could say the bee is there, you're giving it back. But if the paint is down there, it's not giving anything back. Says the Gemara, Ravina, Taisus doesn't agree with it. Taisus says monkey. What you see, you ruined the monkey. So Taisus says that he painted it like a monkey. He made it so a very bad quality. That's the thing. Ravina Omar, another case. One owns the wool and one owns the paint. It comes a monkey and he combines the wool with the paint. Not this person did it. A monkey. Someone that you're not responsible for. So it's nothing to do with Xelo. There's no Xelo here. Nothing to do with Xelo. So what's the din? So now comes Shimon to Reuben and says, Reuben, where's my paint? Crazy story. The monkey came, put the paint on my wool. Okay, no problem. So now I have painted wool. So we're partners. You own the paint, the wool, I own the paint. That's fine. Or it goes back to the original Kipto. The guy says, no, there's no paint here. Oh, but what is it? The wool is red. Yeah. It looks red, but there's no actual mamash of paint. You're not a partner with me on this wool. That's this up. So the question is basically, do you look at paint as something which is tangible? Or you say, no, it's just part of the wool. A person went and colored a clothing with klipi arlo, with the arlo, with the shells of the fruits of arlo. You're not allowed to enjoy arlo. So what do you have to do? You have to burn it. So even though right now all you have here is a color. The all you have over here is the dye. So why is it also? I have to burn it. You see that the color has a luscious. Says more we have a special issur by Arlo that no meaning even though it's only to see it, it's always a problem. The Daniel says in the pasuk Arelim lo yachinale Arlo. Only to eat it, you can enjoy it. I'll color it. I even allow to use a candle for it. It says the word Arelim lo yachal. It says the word Arelim many times. The rabbis is going to tell you everything is also. It's a special thing by Arlo that dye, which is not mamash, is also. It says more Toshma Beged Shitzova Biklipi Shri Sidolak. Person went and he colored a clothing with the klipi shvis, which means with the peels of shmita. You don't have to burn it. Same thing, same raya. Says the Gemara, Shani also no makor tiyeh bava yosef. Again, example that you look at the way it is, and even though it could be it's cancelled, you still say it's also. Says the Gemara that Kvav and base. Rob had a question. It says the Mishnah Beged Shitzova B'Klip Arli Dolek. It says that clothing they use Klip Arli, you have to burn it. Alma Chazusa Milsi, you see that the Chazusa of the Arlo make it's also, even though the fact that you can see it. Very meaning question revis dam shinivlo b'bayis. You have a revis of blood that got swallowed, got absorbed in the house. The din is a baitom. Some say it's tar. Literally. How became the mikor? If there was kalim there before the blood came, blood coming from a mace, right? It causes tumor. So if you have kalim there when the blood came in, it became tumor. How became the was said, but once it was absorbed, it doesn't cause tumor anymore, and the kalim is not tumor. If you have blood that was swallowed into a clothing, if you can wash the clothing and blood comes out of it, revis, tumei. If you not tell you. So you see that you cannot take out the blood, even though you see the blood because it's like made the clothing dirty, it's still a problem. That's not, you're right, it's a kula, by this revis, but dam tfuso derabon. Not talking about a regular revis, talking about dam tfuso. What's dam tfuso? Dam tfuso is blood that came out of a mace. We're not sure if it came out when he was alive or when he's dead. It's a combination of both. So we're more makel on it. That's why he's makel over here. In regular blood, chazus will be milsa. Right away, Taisa asked at the top, when we just answered, the Orla is different. Orla has a special Zazakos. Why do you want to compare the mace? So he says, it's two different mandarim. That was Rava before. This is Rava. And Rava argues. And he holds the chazus and milsa, and he learned from Orla to the case in Navat and Gemara said before. There's a taste over here, the very interesting discussion. How exactly does it work? Do you take the blood out of the clothing? How do you exactly do it? So Taisa brings one way is you go and you take out, you wash the clothing and you see if a revis added to the water. But Taisa doesn't like that. That's a possibility. So Taisa doesn't like it because you never have 100% of the blood coming out. Because you have blood coming out and you have water going in. So you have water coming in and out, and you have blood coming in and out. So if you have blood in the bag, who still will be revis blood? So Taisa says there's another way to do it, and that is that you take water, the story about the water, you add to it revis, and you see what the color of the water is. Then you take another certain amount of water, you put the baguette into it, and you see if the color that comes out is the same color. So that's another way to check it. Taisa discusses it and goes into it. Okay. It Says more, we got a question. Meaning these plants that you use for dyeing, for coloring, that's the different types. Yes, them shvis have a dim shmito, but the main shvis have a dim shmito. Yes, them beer, the main beer. You have to do like shmito fruits. You have to get rid of them. Al meitzim yesh mishum dusha shvis. You see the eitzim does like dusha shvis. Very meaning question. Alei konim va'alei kefonim. You have leaves of reeds or leaves of vines. She give it a mechava, so they collected it in to make out of it a storage from the Sunday. Like the lachil, they did it for food. Yesh ben mishum shvis. Late mishum shvis. If you did it for the food, so it has been dusha shvis. If you did it for wood, it ain't been dusha shvis, right? Why? Because wood doesn't have dusha shvis. Mishari Omakro, I'll tell you the answer. Depends. It's not a thing that wood doesn't have dusha shvis. It depends which wood. Something which has, you enjoy it and consume it at the same time. Like eating. When you're eating, you're enjoying and consuming the product at the same time. Regular wood that you put in the fire, it burns the wood and then it creates heat. It's not coming at the same time. It's coming after the burning. So that's why that's not part of that nose you can do in Shemitah. So what about eitzim called eitzim the mashchon? Rashi learns, talk about, it's called oil wood. You light the actual wood and you use it like a torch. So you enjoy it and consume it at the same time. They come at the same time. Says the Gemara, in Daf Kubesim Dalef, Stav eitzim la soko hemwenim. You're right. Stav eitzim la soko hemwenim. Rashi says Stav eitzim la soko hemwenim is first Rashi Nahut. They're not meant to be used as a torch, as a candle. Hilkach eitzim ninu. They're wood. Umikaro lechal alai shvis. Shmita never is chal on them. Even the ones that you decide to use it as a torch, and you consume it and enjoy it at the same time, even those, you're still asur bano. Why? You still have a din of eitzim. Why are still eitzim? Because regular eitzim you consume that, you enjoy them after the consumption, and that's why it's not going to be v'jushvis. So what about the case of our sugyo, the case of the paint? So that's Rashi goes on. They're made for paint. That's what kedusha's challah. That's what about the leaves that we spoke about before? Some eat it and some burn it. And that's where we go based on meaning, what is Rashi saying? It really depends. There's three categories. There's a category of wood which is meant for wood, like the way you burn wood. Then, even if you have a few of them you're going to use differently, you still use it on wood. It doesn't have shvis. There's some that the main purpose is for coloring, consumption, and usage comes at the same time, and enjoyment comes at the same time, and therefore has shvis. And some depends on the person. What did he collect it for? Did he collect it for eitzim, or did he collect it for usage as enjoyment comes in? So then this will depend if it has dusha shvis or does not have dusha shvis. Okay. Right. Toys just says, just to mention one thing before we end this daf, is that Toys learns that eitzim the mashchon is now the Rashi said, which is like an oil wood which you use as a torch. We're talking about when you put it into the fire, that the anosu biru shovim, like bishas habiur mischam kenegdu. There's two things you can do. Usually you use the wood for oven, so it burns and then it cooks. But sometimes you use it as it's being burned and you enjoy it. That's what you want to say. Very good. Okay, and the Gemara says most of them are being used for the oven, not using for this. Okay, with this, we conclude this daf Kuf Aleph, and Maseches Bava Kama, and we will continue now to the next daf.